All right, what's up, y'all? I'm back. A little bit late today, but we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna make a video, sharing the screen automatically. This is where we're at. We're on YouTube. I was looking at some stuff regarding this election, and I don't know. I guess that's the courts are too scary to hear anything or hear the evidence. Then we're looking at these little sessions, um, to where I don't know. You can present your evidence or your sworn affidavit statements and whatnot. So let's see. Looking into it, I haven't exactly figured it out. Um, I guess I have a problem with the audio, trying to play a video or whatever, and I'll have to work on fixing that somehow. But this is from Right Side Broadcasting Network, and they were basically broadcasting this Georgia State Senate holds meeting on 2020 election fraud. So you won't be able to hear anything. I guess I'll just say it out loud and talk about a couple things right here. So this guy right here, haven't really looked into it too much. Smart guy, but he was saying something to the effect that it appears as if they were able to hack into the voting systems regarding the Georgia elections. So as this was playing live, I guess he got his people because I guess they work in IT and technology and all that stuff. They have their career, but yeah, they're able to crack in and go into the systems, and it's really that easy. Pretty amazing, huh? So let's check it out. All of them have a game ball in play. I have no regard for the smoke and mirrors of how the machines work, the hidden stuff in the code, or how this machine is supposed to be programmed. If the machine worked according to programming, none of us would be standing here. Uh, he doesn't care about the machine or the code. He cares about the physical artifact because it has material differences from district to district, and it should not be there. Mm-hmm. Wow. There are differences in ballots that shouldn't be there, and why are they there? Not talking about code because that's how the process gets around. So there we go. Pay attention, and you can see the difference. All right. Very important. That tells you where to look. So you can tell where it's aligned and where it's not aligned. You know. So when it doesn't line up, this is what the guys say: the machine doesn't work the way that it's supposed to work. So this paper is a piece of code. The paper itself. He doesn't really care about the scan lines and all that extra. He cares about the piece of paper. And if you go look at the bullseye, they're zooming in. You can see right here and right here. Very important. Extremely important. So this one is proper. The aligned one is proper. This one, obviously, it's going to result in some bad readings. He's bringing up mechanical engineering, photography, et cetera, et cetera. When you expect to take a picture, you're trying to basically align your photograph using the example of photography. You're not, you don't want to take a photo of two people over. So that's the way that it basically works. So he's saying this is one of the biggest problems, and he's breaking it down to make it extremely simple for everyone to understand. So, yep. So we'll fast forward. A question which begs to be answered. Why did Fulton County, Georgia report on television that they had 93.67 vote adjudication happening? In 2016 general election, voters submitted nearly 33.5 million mail ballots, but more than 400,000 parentheses 1.2% of the total were not counted. According to the data from that year's election administration and voting survey, in 2018, 2.1% of the 30.2 million domestic civilian mail ballots, or nearly 628,000 votes, didn't make the cut. So we have scanned thus far 113 and 130 votes and have adjudicated 106 of those. So it shows there's a 780% increase over 2016 and a 46% increase over 2018. So there's already a pattern that's been established. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Fast forward.
An effort with several groups to commit widespread and systemic fraud from out-of-state voters, felons that occurred at the State Farm Arena.
Let's see.
Be able to tell that. I mean, what would be the probability of your? And every drives computer vision. Computer visions are now how your car self-drives.
How your car self-drives.
And you trust that?
And you trust that.
It's how we look at everything on an assembly line. That those tolerances for that jet engine are perfect, so that plane does not fall out of the sky. That's all computer vision. Machine learning is looking at these patterns and going, I've seen this.
Machine learning is looking at these patterns.
What does it mean? So every time you feed
looking
the
is
ballot, it keeps on
saying, I
learning.
see this and what does
And
it
then it
mean?
uses artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence goes, wow, what do all these patterns tell us?
What do all these patterns tell us?
And so on those
he's explaining
ballots,
machine learning connected
you
to
could
the
take a
ballots
section
and the
of
election
every hour
process.
of the day and look at them, or you could take that spike. What could we tell? Was this the real ballot? Did you know there is a forensic difference between a ballot that was officially printed and something that ran on a high-speed press that should have never been on a duplicated press?
So he's basically, you know, explaining the forensic auditing process. And forensically, you could actually tell the difference between, you know, I guess a ballot that's been properly printed out and one's just gone through a high-speed press. So I'm paraphrasing what he's saying, since I'm having this little audio problem playing the videos. I'm trying to figure that out. But hold on. So that's pretty much what I'm going to play there. But you can also, you know, look on your YouTube and look at the Georgia, you know, state Senate meeting. And it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, you know, because when it comes to the forensic auditing and everything, you know, they were basically explaining in this meeting, you know, you can tell, you know, creases in the piece of paper if it's been folded or been written on. You know, I already know you can tell, you know, the ink, you know, the relative date or whatever, you know, did you use this ink 4 days ago, or was it 2 years ago? Was it pre-printed? You know, did you pre-print it and it was already filled, you know, or whatever, you know, they can do stuff like that, dating backwards and all that. But long story short, you know, not to waste hours, as you can see, this video is hours long. You know, it looks like they caught a lot of fishy business going on, so it's terrible. So that's that part right there. I want to share. Now I'm heading right back over towards the Twitter. More info again. So let's see. Trump is the most admired man in 2020, beating Obama. Well, I mean, I guess, considering what's been going on these last 4 years and how this current term for the president is ending, I mean, it's like David versus Goliath. I mean, what do you expect? But you can have a Abraham Accords or in the Middle East peace deals and work out the tax system a little bit, help out businesses, small businesses, workers. You do all these things, have new trade deals, better trade deals, pull yourself out of unnecessary pet projects, so to speak, or whatever. And, obviously a lot of things, fixing things with the VA, the veterans, their healthcare in particular. Eliminating the individual mandate because, hey, we just gonna, I don't know, act like the mafia and say, hey, you got two choices. Either you're gonna spend all this money and buy our Obamacare, even though it's getting real expensive, or you cannot purchase it and then you can pay us because you couldn't afford Obamacare. Those are just a couple of examples. There's obviously a lot of other things, helping with human trafficking, helping with illegal immigration. Well, the hell of a fight. Excuse me. Not like you're perfect or anything, but nobody's perfect. But in a general sense, overall, put up a hell of a fight. And then also, we're still dealing with this election, with what's going on with this election, and everything's not final, it hasn't been decided, and we got all this horrible evidence of all this fraud that's coming out, and I mean, 74 plus million Americans pissed off, and about half of American citizens, the population thinks the election is stolen. I mean, come on. You want to sit here and try to pull the heist and whatever, look, I'll tell you about the heist. I already know about the heist. I've been knowing about the heist since high school. Oh, yeah. So this is what I mean when I come from, all right, you go and run game. Finesse yourself straight out your country. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. This is where I be coming from, all right? So anyways, I don't want to be all deep or whatever. I ain't trying to be all deep. Let me stay superficial. This is what everybody loves. So superficiality, right? Yeah. I don't know, man. I saw this on Twitter, and it is just absolutely terrible. I'm gonna show this one time only. Terrible. I put ill as from some chick, Trump girl. So this, I guess, is on Hunter Biden's laptop, Los Angeles, California, United States. That's way back in 2018. Whoa. Gross. Seriously. What in the actual hell? That looked like a little girl to me. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But see, I hate little girls. I hate women, whatever. Keep deluding yourselves. Have fun with that. Anyways, moving forward. I tweet this out right here. I said, this shit crazy. So a senator named Josh Hawley is basically coming out. Millions of voters concerned about the election integrity deserve to be heard. He's right. They do deserve to be heard. And that was part of the broadcast that I was looking at. A lot of people coming up, speaking up about the fraud they witnessed and being intimidated and yelled at, and not being allowed to what's the right word? To watch over the counting of ballots, and even on both sides, both Republican and Democrat, people just want to shut it completely out. So yeah, there are a lot of legitimate questions. Hawley's statement on objecting during the Electoral College certification process on January the 6th. Following both the 2004 and 2016 elections, Democrats in Congress objected during the certification of electoral votes in order to raise concerns about election integrity. They were praised by Democratic leadership and the media when they did, and they were entitled to do so. But now those of us concerned about the integrity of this election are entitled to do the same. So he's trying to establish a pattern of consistency, which is a pretty fair take. I cannot vote to certify the Electoral College results on January the 6th without raising the fact that some states, particularly Pennsylvania, failed to follow their own state election laws. I cannot vote to certify without pointing out the unprecedented effort of mega corporations, including Facebook and Twitter, to interfere in this election in support of Joe Biden. At the very least, Congress should investigate allegations of voter fraud and adopt measures to secure the integrity of our elections, but Congress has so far failed to act. Quote, for these reasons, I will follow the same practice Democrat members of Congress have in years past and object during the certification process of January 6th to raise these critical issues. Here goes Walmart. Now, to be fair, okay, they did apologize. But boy, oh boy, I don't know what the hell they are thinking. I don't know what it is. But there it is right there. Go ahead and get your 2-hour debate. Hashtag sore loser. So just like I said with the Hunter Biden thing, you know, everybody want to cover it up, and then, you know, the issue with Tony Bobulinski and, you know, the dealings with I guess the CCP, the China government, you know, Hunter Biden connecting to Joe Biden, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, it's like, wow, really? Like, who is your PR person or your social media person or whatever? Like, fire them. I'm sorry. Really, you know, because now you done pissed off all these people and they're ready to boycott you. You could just let the process play out. You could just let the process play out. And then after the process plays out, you know, whoever wins or loses, okay. But you couldn't even do that. So obviously this resulted in a lot of people getting extremely angry, and, you know, I've seen some hashtag of you know, hashtag boycott Walmart, you know, going around. So look, I'm not corporate or anything like that. You know, I know a little bit of the corporate lingo, and I could blend in if I chose to, you know, let's say go into the corporate world. This is not I don't know the right way to say it. Good corporate speak. It looks petty, childish, and emotional in terms of relative of your business. You know what I'm saying? I can understand individual people, you know, in their little personal accounts or whatever doing that, but, you know, big giant business like this, wow. Absolutely wow. And that's all I'll say about that. I mean, the hell were y'all thinking? So that's pretty much it on that. And I guess I'm done for now. So I'll go ahead and I'll shut this up. Been going about a good 20 minutes or so. This is where we're at. Senator Hawley, look, you know, people got their different little domains and stuff. You know, a senator has certain, you know, powers. Congressmen, congresswomen have certain powers. You know, even, you know, down to, you know, business or big business, you know, they have certain powers. But, you know, crossing over like that, no, no, too soon for all that. free advice for the future. Don't do that. That's why you had to apologize, right? That's it, folks. God bless y'all. I'd like to go to Washington, D.C. on January the 6th. I will send a link or anything. If anybody wants to donate, every little dollar would be appreciated. And look, I'm in it to solve problems. That's it. I want to solve some problems. Now, it's hard to figure out how to solve problems, or what some would call, oh, the perfect way in which to solve these problems. Yeah, that's debatable. But the general consensus is solve the problem. So we'll see if we can solve the problems with these elections. And if we solve the problem and we turn around and say, oh, okay, well, Joe Biden won or Trump won, that'll be it with that. And life goes on. So, let's see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll cut it right here. That'll be it for today. God bless y'all. God bless America. I'll see you around again Monday and Wednesday around 3 p.m. It might be a live stream, or I might just do videos like this and then go ahead and post it up, a little after 3 p.m. Have a good day. Take it easy.